let's check out the new version of the Smart Compressor by Sonible, Smart Compressor 3. In this new version, we have three main things added in the version 3. There is zero latency now in this compressor, right? Also, they added this group thing where with one instance of the compressor, in one instance of the compressor, you can control other instances that you have in the session. And we're gonna check that out in a moment as well. And what else? We have a matrix here to the left where we can control the amount of compression, the type of compression with the mouse, right? I'm gonna check that out in a moment as well, show you that, of course. We have the usual controls like a Smart Compressor 2, right? Of course, this compressor analyzes the signal. You can select here from a variety of instruments, right? Bass, drums, guitars, keys, synths, speech, and vocals. And also, it can analyze full mixes, different genres, right? Acoustic, country, electronic, funk, hip-hop, metal, pop, R&B, and rock, right? And it analyzes pretty quickly the track, and it will give you a result that you can tweak if you need it, right? You can go ahead and check out the individual parts of the compressor, like the attack, release, the threshold, and stuff like that, right? It has a delta to listen to the effect of the compression itself without the original signal. It has a spectral compressor, right? That we can turn on here. Once that we analyze the track, we're gonna check that out in a moment. It also has clean compression and a bit more aggressive type of compression where it adds some saturation as well. And it has also this input writing that it will calibrate the signal before the compression. It will something like a leveler before the compression, so the signal gets more consistent into the compressor, right? With this input writing that we can turn off and turn on here. So let me analyze these drums. I'm gonna select here, and instead of individual parts of the drum kit, I have a full drum kit. So I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna turn on the plugin and analyze these drums, right? Okay, so analyzing levels, evaluating transit and sustain, spectral processing, and boom, there you have it. They are compressed. We have meters here to the right, input and output and the compression. It has auto makeup gain. It's here, this A that we have. And we can adjust things, right? Ratio, stuff like that. But we have this matrix to the left, right? This option wasn't available in Smart Compressor 2. Here we can move this around, and for instance here to the drums, from dynamics, snappy to the left here, punchy to the right, and dense if we increase it up, right? So let's play with this. We play between this and this matrix, and we see the things changing here, of course. So no compression and compressed drums. Okay. Before, after. We have clean compression, smooth saturation, right? Aggressive with more saturation here. You can shape this a bit. Custom. We can customize the saturation here for clean style, right? Spectral compression. We have amount and color here, bright, warm, neutral. You can turn it off here, and the input writing, it's on right now. We have target, amount, and speed. Let's go again. Okay. There it is. So in a matter of just a few seconds, you have everything pretty much there, ready. You can add a group here. You can add all of the vocals or create different groups for different instruments and control everything with one instance of the compressor instead of opening up the mixer and stuff like that. You don't need that. Everything is going to be here in this matrix and with these groups. Let's check that out here on vocals. I have these vocals. Let's analyze it. So for instance, let's choose vocals. They are high. So let's analyze it.
Maybe I should try a little more.
Okay.
You'll not believe in my new disguise.
It's quicker than its predecessor.
Maybe I should
there we have it.
try a little more. You'll not believe in my new disguise. Maybe I should try a little more. You'll not
I think it's more precise as well than its predecessor.
Maybe I should try a little more.
These vocals are very dynamic and they require some heavy compression, especially in the higher peaks.
Maybe
and it's doing that. And you can see everything, right? We can see the original signal, the reduction, how the behavior of the attack and release and stuff like that. We have this matrix.
You'll not believe in my new disguise.
Okay, and one thing that I wanted to show you is, for instance, I have this compressor added in the vocals, right? But I have another compressor here on the synths, for instance, on synthesizers, and I named a group with the synthesizers, right? But I'm gonna be able to have the compression here in the matrix. Let me show you. So I'm gonna add these vocals. I'm gonna create a group that's called vocals. Create. Okay, and now I can add, just dragging and dropping this synthesizer to the left here, right? I close this window, and now I have synths and compression here in one plugin, in one instance of the plugin, right? So I'll go to the synths.
Maybe I should try a little more.
I have the synthesizer compression
You'll not
here.
believe in my new disguise.
Completely different settings, right?
Maybe
And I go back to the vocal settings here.
Maybe
I can turn off each one of them, turn off one of them, or turn them on. And you can have, I believe, up to 6 different groups here that we can drag and drop to the matrix in the left. And we have a lot of control within one plugin alone, right? We don't need to go to the individual instances of the plugin. We can control everything in one window. Very, very cool stuff by Sonable. It has an introductory price of $89, 31% off until January the 12th.